SportsCenter. The New York Knicks and Minnesota are finalizing a trade involving Julius Randle and Donte DiVincenzo, along with the first-round draft pick for Karl-Anthony Towns, first reported by The Athletic and confirmed by ESPN. A third team, the Charlotte Hornets, also is a part of the trade to absorb additional salary. And take a look at this tweet. Move out of Minnesota. Developing story here on SportsCenter. The New York Knicks and Minnesota are finalizing a trade involving Julius Randle and Donte DiVincenzo, along with the first-round draft pick for Karl-Anthony Towns, first reported by The Athletic and confirmed by ESPN. A third team, the Charlotte Hornets, also is a part of the trade to absorb additional salary. And take a look at this tweet right here that Karl-Anthony sent out just about an hour ago after seeing the trade, and I'm curious to see what the story behind that ellipsis will be. For more on the breaking news, let's welcome in our NBA analyst, Monica McNutt. Monica.
Seasons, 4 All-Star appearances, and a conference final that happened just 4 months ago. Karl-Anthony Towns' time in Minnesota is over. He's headed to New York with Julius Randle, Donte DiVincenzo, and a protected first-round pick via the Detroit Pistons. Cat simply wrote on Twitter last night after the news broke. The Athletic reported Cat was stunned by the deal. At no point in time during his tenure has he ever asked to be traded.
Damn.
Okay, he wrote ... 3 dots, 4 dots. He wrote 3 dots right after the news broke last night on Twitter.
Hey, you think he's upset? Are you really? Can I ask you? Hey, chat, listen to me real quick now. You too. Do you think he's really upset going from Minnesota to New York? Come on now. Come on now.
I mean, I don't. Well, I mean, he could look. His former, if I'm not mistaken, I think his former agent Leon Rose,
right,
is running the Celtics here worldwide. Mm-hmm. They had that group. Like, I mean, I think he's like rep by CAA. He's rep by CAA now, but right. I think Leon was at one point in time with CAA. I think Cat. Actually, I just sat down with. I just sat down with Cat.
You did?
I did.
What he said? Oh, this was before it happened, huh?
Before.
Dang it. Listen, I don't even play basketball. Mm-hmm. And I like Minnesota. I like the people in Minnesota because the people in Minnesota have been always good to me. Anthony Edwards is in Minnesota. Kevin Durant. Kevin Garnett played in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Prince is from Minnesota. Mm-hmm. But we talk about being able to play in the Mecca, man.
That man don't want to go with Tim and have Tim play his ass 46 minutes a night, and then they be done by the end of the season.
What you mean?
He just had Tibbs. He was with Tibbs when Tibbs was in Minnesota, and Tibbs grounded him down.
They ain't gonna do him like that.
That's the only way Tibbs know. What do you think?
Hey, about playing in the Mecca, man. You know what that's like? Madison Square Garden, man. What you talk about? I only been there once.
Yeah,
but I understand.
But New York got them high ass taxes.
Oh yeah, that's messed up, huh?
And I think he and his girl just bought a $14 million crib somewhere. Was that in Cali?
Well, that's for the off season. That's for the off season.
I don't think. I mean, I'm sure they probably got $14 million homes in Minnesota. There ain't many.
Hey, I know he happy. He can listen. You can
he
put
ain't happy.
He happy.
He ain't happy.
He happy. I call Cat right now. I ask him.
No, I ain't gonna bother him. But having the conversation that I had, he was very excited about this upcoming season, being in Minnesota, and atoning for what happened last year. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Wait for the interview.
Okay. I'll leave it at that. All right. Well, maybe
I will leave it at that.
Maybe y'all should have a part 2.
Huh?
Y'all should have a part 2 interview to coincide with the first one, since the unthinkable happened.
Yeah.
I'll text him and I'll get y'all in touch.
All right. It's time for Q and A.
Whoa.
Already.
I done took a nap. I'm ready to talk some more, man.
Mm-hmm. You can. Just Brandon said that no call pass interference killed Georgia. I'll say it for you all. Do you think that was PI, Ocho?
So
The play before the interception?
Yeah, with the DB didn't look back for the ball, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That was it wasn't enough for me. Even though the DB didn't look back for the ball, he didn't impede the receiver in any way. He put his hands up and he didn't really touch him. I ain't calling that.
You ain't call it?
I'm not calling that. Absolutely not. And I'm a receiver. I ain't calling that.
Yeah, it was had they called it,
that would have been ticky.
Ocho, they don't normally let plays like this in college. See, I'm the type of guy, man, you don't call a play like that. The hell, well, you don't commit. If you don't want to play, if you don't want a flag thrown, don't commit a foul. Don't commit a penalty. I cannot in good conscience say, well, if the first quarter, second quarter, that's a penalty. But late in the ball game, it's not.
Yeah.
A penalty is a penalty.
Yeah.
Ocho, if a guy, you get ready to take a victory formation and the guy jumps offside, are they going to throw a penalty? Or are they going to say, well, he was already going to take a knee anyway, so no problem. They're going to throw a flag.
Yeah.
So if it's a penalty, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
I am shocked. I'm shocked they didn't throw it.
I mean, that's tough. That's tough. Because when you think about it, let's say it's 100 players in the game. If it's 100 players in the game, you're a referee, you could throw a flag 100 times.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you gotta let them boys play ball, man. Sometimes you gotta let them boys play ball and not allow the referee to be more of the central focus of the goddamn game with them damn yellow hankies.
Did I think that play was more egregious than the one right before the half that the Georgia DB ran up the Alabama kid back? No, I don't.
Right.
But if that guy throws a flag, I can't say, oh man, that was wrong. That was the wrong call. No, I couldn't, Ocho. I'm surprised they didn't call it. I'm surprised they didn't call it. Nah, bro, I don't. Architect Nice TV said Hunter is 100% better corner than receiver. I don't know what Ocho is talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. How you gonna tell me what he better than? I know. I've been watching him. Since he was legit. He's a better receiver. How you gonna tell me? You just started watching him. I've been watching him since he was 9 years old. What you talking about? Telling me he's a better receiver. Now I lock you up. What you talking about, man? How you gonna tell me what I know and I know what I know?
You got him, Ocho?
He just watched TV. He just watched him on TV. He don't know. What you know about receiving DB? I played both ways. Anyway, whoever that was, salute.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy. Go ahead. What you want to finish up?
Nah, I just want to tell dude I love him. I love you, homie.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy, 84-85. Is it better to have a bad coach and a great team or a great coach and a bad team?
Well, if you have a bad coach and a great team can overcome bad coaching because you got great.
Because he gonna mess it up. You saw Brandon Staley? Look at all that talent he had. And said at the Chargers, you came out here and said, man, why they not winning all these? Why they not winning no games, man, with that talent?
Hey, that defense was maybe they running. Maybe they should have been running a 3-4 instead of a 4-3.
Man, what you call for whatever reason, the Bosa, they just can't stay healthy. I don't know if they didn't. I don't know if they didn't drink milk when they were kids, but man, damn.
I can tell you what it is. I can tell you why 80% of NFL continues to get hurt and the injuries, the soft tissue injuries, continue to increase year in and year out. I can tell you, but nobody want to listen to me. But no, the NFL teams want to bring in all these goddamn specialists, all these goddamn pie charts and shit, you know, on what you're supposed to consume and how important your nutrition and intake is, and everybody continues to get hurt. Don't listen to me. We play a fucking barbaric sport, but all you motherfuckers are eating like goddamn rabbits and wonder why your body can't hold up, and it's only week goddamn 3.
Yeah.
But you don't want to listen to me. Huh? 11, 12 years, no injuries. All I did was dislocated my goddamn finger once. Shit. But don't listen to me. Listen to the motherfucking people that never played a sport before, but they telling you what to put in your goddamn body.
I'm gonna listen to the guys like Megatron that said he ate healthy and Jerry.
Who?
Megatron.
Okay. That's a good one.
What about Jerry?
Hello. Just days after the trade that sent Karl-Anthony Towns from the Minnesota Timberwolves to the New York Knicks, Anthony Edwards was asked during NBA Media Day about the impact of KAT's departure and the new arrivals of Julius Randle and Donte DiVincenzo. His candid and thoughtful response reflected the deep bond he has with Towns, whom he considers more than a teammate. Everybody knows KAT, my brother. So, it definitely hurt. But it's a business, and I just have to deal with it. Randle and DiVincenzo, aren't here yet, so I'm looking forward to meeting them and getting back on track as soon as possible. We're focused on getting back to where we are and going even further. Edwards' speech exposed both the emotional and professional nature of these roster changes, a recurring aspect of the life of an NBA player. On Friday night, the trade was made official. Karl-Anthony Towns was sent to the Knicks in exchange for Julius Randle, Donte DiVincenzo, and a valuable first-round pick from the Detroit Pistons, which reinforces the Timberwolves' long-term intentions. In addition, the Knicks included Daquan Jeffries in the trade, and the Charlotte Hornets received draft pick compensation to complete the deal. The impact of this trade is not limited to the players directly involved, but also affects the future structure of each team in terms of draft capital and financial flexibility. First-round picks, like the one received by the Timberwolves, are crucial in the process of rebuilding or strengthening a franchise, providing new opportunities to acquire emerging talent. There are many rumors circulating around the NBA about how long this deal took to complete. As reported by ESPN's Brian Windhorst on the Hoops Collective podcast, Timberwolves president of basketball operations Tim Connolly had a candid conversation with Towns in the summer of 2023, in which the player directly asked him about his future with the team. Karl asked, "Are you guys going to trade me?" And Tim said a bunch of things like, "We don't want to trade you. We think you're a great fit here. We're building this team around you and Ant." But by the end of the conversation, Tim couldn't say he wouldn't trade you, Windhorst said. Connolly's hesitation reflected the difficulties of managing in a sport where strategic planning often conflicts with the emotional loyalties of both players and fans. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, this trade represents a gamble on a new roster configuration. Donte DiVincenzo, for example, has improved substantially in recent years, especially in his shooting and decision-making mentality in crucial moments, earning a reputation as a reliable player in the crunch. His 37.5% three-point shooting rate in the 2022-23 season shows that he is a valuable addition to improve the team's spacing. He also brings solid perimeter defense, something the Timberwolves need to balance their explosive offense. Julius Randle, an all-star in 2021, arrives to add even more offensive strength. He is known for his ability to create his own shots and use his physicality to dominate in the paint. Although he has a tendency to hold the ball for extended periods, which can slow down the offense, Randle has impressive versatility. Last season, he averaged 25.1 points, 10 rebounds, and 4.1 assists per game, showing his value as an offensive centerpiece. Additionally, Randle has proven himself to be a reliable mid-range shooter, something that could complement Edwards' fast-paced style of play well. If he can adapt his style to the Timberwolves system, he could form a formidable duo with Edwards that could push Minnesota into the playoffs and beyond. This trade puts Minnesota in an intriguing position. While they lose a longtime mainstay in Karl-Anthony Towns, they gain depth and versatility in Randle and DiVincenzo. Expectations for the season are now higher than ever, especially with Anthony Edwards emerging as a rising star in the league. The challenge will be finding chemistry between these new players and getting all of their individual talents to contribute to collective success. Minnesota hopes that these changes will help them overcome the barriers that have held them back in recent years, while the Knicks, now with Towns, aim to solidify their status as a top contender in the Eastern Conference. Thanks for watching. Leave your comment below. Cheers and see you next time.